This week's Multiple Choice Monday is looking at our understanding of what a sigma bond is. So we're asked how many sigma bonds there are in a molecule of propene, and the correct answer was 8. So how do we get there? First of all, we should be aware of some differences between sigma bonds and pi bonds, and this is in relation to the formation usually of carbon-carbon double bonds, but actually any double bond, so like a CO double bond, will also form like this. So a sigma bond is formed by the kind of end-on overlap of orbitals, and it's usually, we consider it as to be the overlap of s orbitals, which are spherical, so they can overlap with each other. For example, like this. That's what we mean. There's not really an end-on overlap for that, so it doesn't really make any sense because s orbitals just kind of overlap because they're spheres. But if we were to consider the shape of a p orbital, which is this dumbbell shape, then what we mean is that they can overlap like this and make a sigma bond. So you need two atomic orbitals to overlap with each other and join together to form a molecular orbital, and that's what we mean by sigma and pi bonds. They're types of orbitals, areas where two electrons can exist, because we know that two electrons is what makes up a covalent bond. And we should know how to sort of draw a diagram that shows that we get this area of a sigma bond in between two atoms, and then the pi bond is formed by sideways overlap, and it's always formed by overlap of p orbitals. And so what happens there is that the two p orbitals get close together, and then these top and bottom parts of the p orbitals can join together and form new orbitals, and this orbital would have this kind of shape. So we should be able to draw a pi bond showing its parts, with this one being the central orbital, which is a sigma bond, and then both of these areas of electron density here, because that's what we're drawing, being my pi bond. And most of us are used to doing that, but how do we apply that to a molecule such as propene? Well, all we need to know is that all single bonds are sigma bonds, and that a double bond, one double bond, contains one sigma and one pi. So if I was to consider a molecule of propene, I won't bother drawing all the hydrogen atoms in, but what we can see is my molecule of propene contains 6 CH bonds, which are all single, one single CC bond, and then a double bond. So if I add all that together, there are 7 single bonds and 1 double. That means in total there are 8 sigma bonds, and that is because all of the CH and all of the CC single bonds are sigma bonds, and then within the double bond there is also one more single bond as well. Okay, so join the mailing list if you are not about to take your summer exams, or if you are in like lower 6th or year 12 and you're interested potentially in new courses that I've got coming up, make sure you join my mailing list. You do that just by going to my website, ckchemistry.co.uk, and there'll be a pop-up, and you'll also find there some practice exam style questions and explainer videos, and then of course on my Instagram and Facebook profile there's loads more multiple choice examples with explainer videos, and there's some other videos for your A-level chemistry as well.